great day. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. The Phillies are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Marcus Strowman starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Marcus Strowman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
And in steps Scott Kingery. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Scott Kingery
sends that one out of play for strike one. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Another one sent foul. Here comes another 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The catcher, JT
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently third in the National League in that category.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, and he's just off the league leading the batting race. He's in the top 5 in that category, but he is out in front in home runs and ribbies, so we'll see if he can make a push for the Triple Crown.
First delivery to him on the way. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Comes set with the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy.
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper, the 297th of his career, as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. So next to the plate for the Phils, Reese Hoskins. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up to bat next, Delino DeShields. Here comes the first pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Batting fifth, the left fielder,
Here's Neil Walker. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're working.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Philly. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. No balls and 1 strike. Marte off for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
batting third.
The man at second with 1 down, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Kingery's there, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting fourth.
So here's Pete Alonso trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. Grounder down the line at third. Marte at third with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets leave 1. They trail it here. As we begin the second in New York, here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather conditions.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. In now, David Bodie. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. Chopped to third. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Carlos Carrasco. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second. The Phillies lead it 2-0. So digging in now, Michael Conforto, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Gone into the upper tank. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night down.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It's right on the money, and Real Muto got him.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base paths so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Robinson Cano the next to dig in. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes, 0-2. Lifted the other way to left center. DeShields is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Ready for another chance? Scott Kingery. He flied out leading off the ball game. And the pitch.
1-0.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Trying to pick things up where we left off, JT Realmuto. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The right fielder, number 3.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They lead it 2-1.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they're having troubles in two significant areas, on-base percentage and strikeouts, both of which they rank near the bottom of the league. One coach told me they're doing everything they can to make adjustments, most notably by having more patient at-bats. He said there are times to be aggressive early in an at-bat, but for the most part, we need to do a better job of working the count. We have to draw more walks and get into better hitters' counts. That's something to keep in mind as we watch them the rest of the way, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to left. And Walker will put this one away for route number 1. Digging in to try it again, Starling Marte. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Ripped down the first base line, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Rosario.
Stepping in now, Ahmed Rosario. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. On the season, Rosario brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. The 1-0. Rosario is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Now the 3-0 offering. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. The 3-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting,
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
now batting, first baseman.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up in clutch two-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
In there, no balls in the strike. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Left side, but well fouled. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the fourth. And stepping in, the long ball threat, Reese Hoskins. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Line drive to left. Nunez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And he gets the call there, 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. They're showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Now batter.
Into the box, Neil Walker hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. 1-0 the count. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Settling in now, Robert Tatum. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Here it comes, 1-0.
That's ball 2.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Just keeping him close. Now the 2-0.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate is going to look a foot outside.
And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Standing in, Wilson Ramos, a base hit in his first trip. In there for strike 1, 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. DeShields is there. 1 down.
Up next to the net.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the utility man, Eduardo Nunez. No balls and a strike to count. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Behind 0-2 now. Hit hard on the ground to short. And the throw's offline as he tried to sweep it up that time, but came up with nothing but a glove full of dust.
The third baseman, number 24, Robinson.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Robinson Cano goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. So now to the plate, Marcus Strowman. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Tatum, just a 19-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Rosario's got it. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter rules safe.
Standing in now, David Bodie, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He's running, grounded down the third baseline. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Runner going a second time, fouled off. And now he's on the move again for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher.
The pitcher, Carlos Carrasco, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Runner at second here with one man out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Conforto in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. From the belt, the pitch. And now the runner's trying for third. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. McNeil over to his right. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Phillies strand 1. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte. Back up the middle, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better when you get 3 knocks in a big league way to go.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this.
And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. Marte off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's behind the runner to first. 2-0 count. The pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Marte is on his way home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now a hard liner. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Standing in, Michael Conforto comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
No balls and 1 strike. He's set. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher JT Realmuto. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line, and foul. The 1-1. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Hit out towards second, and there's 1 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Reese Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 1-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Marte is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. 1 left. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Eduardo Nunez. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The pitch.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it. Bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Robinson Cano is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
And that's out number 1.
The pitcher,
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Marcus Strowman, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Flying towards center field. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
the center fielder, number 2, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Called strike 0-2. Carrasco pauses. Here comes the pitch. Step on the bag for 1. Throw won't get him.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And it's quickly 0-2. And a swing and a miss as Walker is down on strikes for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And he takes a called strike 2. A swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
To the plate now, David Bodie. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
3-0 to him now. Takes this the other way to right. Conforto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still down by a count of 4-2. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
The second base.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Swinging a ground ball to third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The right fielder,
Michael Conforto will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they still lead this one 4-2. Dylan Betances has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Didi Gregorius is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the eighth. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Scott Kingery swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The bouncer to the left side. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mets are out on top. Joe Kelly is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 19.
At the knees, strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Weak roller right side. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so the call will stand as safe. Here's Robbie Cano now. Runners off for second. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Jed Lowry will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mets leave 1. Josh Taylor comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Bryce Harper will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. He's set and the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
A ball and a strike. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Next to bat will be Reese Hoskins as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Taylor, a former Red Sox, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
Marte on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in once again, Delino to Shields. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
4-2 the final score today. The New York Mets used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Marcus Strowman gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Carlos Carrasco takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. Josh Taylor closes the door for the save, his 25th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the victorious New York Mets,